You don't care? Okay, I'll let it run then. Okay, let's see your first quarter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you want to get ready. There you go. Excellent. And let's look at the contracts to see why that's not a solid A.
Okay.
So lay out those contracts. Let's take a look at
I'm
that.
pretty sure I know one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one contract.
Mhm.
And this one.
Oh yeah, the work contract. Well, now let's see the other ones. Yeah, that's a solid. Man, you did some great work there. You did more than you needed to. Yeah. How'd you do on those tests? The energy tests.
The energy ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh
I did.
man,
Yeah, I did.
you aced both of them.
Yeah.
So there might be a correlation between getting an A on this and getting an A on the tests. Yeah?
Yeah.
More work
Yeah.
is better than less work.
Yeah, definitely.
So you did a kind of, a little slump there. Do you have any of the other contracts? Let's say courses. Is
Oh,
great.
this one.
Action, reaction. Okay. So here, yeah,
Those,
getting
yeah, I don't think I got those in on time.
right. Which means when your study group had its conversation,
Yeah,
you weren't
exactly.
ready,
Yeah.
right? So do you find when that's true that you're kind of not as involved as you would have been if you'd
Yeah.
read it? So
Because
when they're
things
answering
like-
questions, you're not.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if like with this,
Yeah.
when I read it afterwards, it's like if I had questions, I couldn't really discuss
There's
it.
nobody to
And-
talk to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you wanna. So it's important to, even if you don't do some of these other things on time, the conversations are critical.
Yeah.
And that means pay more. I'm gonna write this down. Pay more attention to homework deadlines, reading
Okay.
deadlines.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna write pay attention to reading deadlines. Reading homework deadlines. So that your experience with your study group is richer.
Yeah.
And here, yeah, you didn't do quite as much work, right? And I'd be willing to bet that you had more trouble on the tests. You did okay on the concepts, actually. Skills, yeah, you had some problems with the skills. Yeah, momentum skills. Yeah. So there's when you nail the contract, you also nail the test.
Yeah.
Well, which means both these go up,
Yeah.
right? And so this was consistent, but there were some real the places where you dipped in your work. You also dipped in your test grade, and your test grade slipped a little bit as a result.
Yeah. I realized that.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even think of that until like just now.
Yeah, that's why it's good to stop and do this, as you get the overview.
Yeah.
You say, oh, here's what I did. Yeah, and here's why. That's why I love these conversations. So you're doing a great job in the participation. How do you feel your study group is working?
Good.
Yeah. Could it be more helpful in terms of learning?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm going to show you recently released the actual
And
ocean temperature.
now you did one test resubmittal,
When the oceans get
which was
warmer,
great.
that causes stronger storms.
Really, you did pretty well on the other ones. You could have retested the momentum skills. So retest skills. I'm going to write retest, resubmit.
Oh yeah, I meant to do that too. I forgot about that.
So let's talk about forgetting about it. How did that happen?
I don't even know because I actually remember when I came in here asking them about it. I
Yeah.
actually before I actually went through and did them all, but I never actually came in. Like the morning.
Did you write that down? You use your pilot to write down your homework and stuff. Did you write down the retest in your pilot?
No, I didn't.
And that probably would have made the difference.
Yeah, because you said it right before I walked out the door, and I heard it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna remember it.
And then you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Retest, resubmit as needed, and write deadlines in pilot. Aha.
Don't remember
Okay.
that when it did
So we have
volume,
the good news is we have a couple of really simple things that will make a difference. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly you should be acing this class. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Really, you should. And what we have are some,
as the water temperature increases
as you learn about some of these things, that is
and the moisture
paying attention to deadlines, managing your
and you'll
time,
see Hurricane
being
Katrina form
clear
over
about
Florida, and then as it moves
when
into the Gulf,
a
where
test
we have warm water,
submittal or a
it picks up that
retest is going to
energy,
take
it gets
place.
stronger and
Those are
stronger
all
and
life
stronger.
skills.
Look at
The
that
ability to
hurricane
organize
side.
your life
And
well
of course,
will
the
result in
consequences
better grades and
so
better
horrendous.
understanding of the material.
There
So
are no
this is
words
good
to
on a
describe it.
bunch of levels. It's not just good in terms of physics or in terms of grades, but also in terms of becoming a more responsible learner, and
Yeah.
taking charge of things with more control, which is a good thing. So I think what we're gonna. You agree with this grade then overall
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think that means I know that means your semester grade's going to be a B plus,
Okay.
which I think, given the exam grade, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about some great fine tuning that'll get you up to an A. Yeah, and more importantly, to a real solid posture in terms of the class, in terms of your learning more deeply. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say also one last thing: share the wealth. You understand some of this stuff, particularly the skills, I think, intuitively, and not everybody does. And as you get better at this, and as you teach more often, when you're sitting in your study group, as you become more active in that, you'll discover that you learn it better. There's nothing better for learning than teaching,
need to decide
right?
is
So
how
teach
we
more.
react
I'm gonna write that down
when we
too.
hear
Teach more.
warnings from the leading scientists.
Probably in your study group is the best. But also, like if we're working on labs and you're walking around with other people, to explain what you understand, to actually vocalize it, to say it out loud, helps you. And then if people ask you questions, it anchors your understanding better. So those are all techniques you can learn to get better at learning. You're doing a fine job, and we got some great fine tuning to work on. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, good deal.